I got deported from an African country just because I could not bribe. Last time I was watching a video of an African YouTuber who travels within Africa. He was asking why it's difficult for Africans to travel within Africa but easier for foreigners like Europeans and America, and I was like, what is this man saying? And I did not understand until I actually came across the experience. To the extent that I was deported, this is what happened. I actually do travel videos. If you are into this channel, you will understand that I do travel videos. So this time, since I mostly do videos around Cameroon, I decided to move out of Cameroon to do a video out. And while doing this video, I could not travel by plane or by ship. I wanted to go by road so that I would be able to document the story very well. So this is what happened. I will just fast forward to when we got to the border at the immigration office. Luckily for me, the only lucky thing I had is that at the border, I took a bus that was supposed to keep me at the border, and then I just took a normal, in Cameroon we call it clando, that can cross, so it was not too expensive. When we go to the immigration office, they asked me what I wanted to go and do in the country. I didn't want to lie. I was going as a tourist. So I informed him, I told him that I'm going there as a tourist. So he asked me why I'm using road. So I responded by asking him that, is it mandatory that if you are going in as a tourist, you must use plane or a ship? Because I understand that all you need to do is enter the country legally, and that is why I was passing through the immigration, for them to know that I am actually going to this country legally without doing anything illegal. So he said I should give him my hotel reservation. I said I didn't actually book any hotel reservation. I didn't actually book any hotel yet because I do not know where exactly I'm going to stay. It depends on the time I enter the country. That anytime night falls, I can book a hotel around and then sleep, because I don't like traveling by night. So he said I must book a hotel. He first of all asked how many days I plan to stay. So I told him that I am planning to stay 4 days. But if things don't work the way I was thinking, I might extend to 5 or 6 days. So he said I should book a hotel for 5 days. I said I cannot be paying a hotel for 5 days when first I don't know if I'm going to sleep in that town. Secondly, if the 5 days I'm going to spend in that same town. And thirdly, if I'm going to make up to that same 5 days in the country. That's what I told him. He said I must do that, otherwise I will not be able to go. I said okay, since I didn't want to make matters worse, I said right now I want to enter the country first. When I'm in the country, I can now move forward, but not to change a lot of things. Let me book for 3 days, so that when I pay for the 3 days, I go spend the 3 days. After now, I can now decide to add or I change the town, and while changing the town, I'll be able to do the booking. So he insisted that it's either I book for the 5 days or nothing else. I didn't have enough money to just book for 5 days at once, because my bank was not, my card was not there loaded. So I told him that I have to recharge 4 days, because as I'm entering the country, I will need to buy food, I will need to transport myself, so I cannot spend all the money booking while I'm still waiting for the other money to come. So I booked for 4 days. We argued, and then we ended up, he said I should book for 4 days. After booking for 4 days, he said, I said, is everything okay? He said I should show love before everything other thing can be processed. I said, what kind of love? He said, let me not make as if I don't understand that. I should at least settle him. I said, okay, I am not refusing that I should settle. If you are asking me to give you something, if I have, I will give. Or if I had committed a crime and you're asking me to bribe, I will understand. But here, you asked for why I'm going to the country. I made you to understand why I'm going to the country, and it is a reason. You asked me to book, and I explained to you why I cannot book up to 5 days, and I booked for the days that I could book, and we were okay. So why are you asking now? I don't have any money to give you, but if there was something I could give, and if I go while coming back, if there is something and I see you, I will still give. But he insisted that I should give. Mind you, this thing I am telling you, we had already been there for about 5 hours. I wasn't able to check my phone and check the time, but I estimate that it was about 5 hours, because I was there for a very, 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 very long time. And the only regret I made was I was not able to record anything, even though I know that if I was recording, it could have been illegal. That is also one of the reasons why I could not be recording, because I knew that it was illegal. Now, this man insisted that I must give something, and I also stood on my ground that I am not going to give anything. I knew that I could give him something out of goodwill. Oh, let's assume that I'm giving bribe. At least let me be a criminal, let me commit an offense. I should not be giving someone something when I don't have any offense that I've committed, when I don't have any crime that I've committed. So I stood on my ground. He also stood on his ground. He said, okay, I want to joke that he has heard about Cameroonians, that they always want to show how smart they are. I said, no, I'm not showing how smart I am. I am just standing on my right. You cannot be forcing me to give what is not supposed to be given or what is not being documented. He said, okay, I want to show how smart I am. I should wait. When all these things was going on, he was with my passport. So he stepped out with my passport, and then another lady came in with the same passport. She called my name. The name was not really pronounced well, but I just understood because I recognized my passport. So she said that, is it me? I said, yes, it's me. I was like, is everything okay? Can I go? She said, go to where? Me, that I was assaulting an immigration officer. I said, no, I wasn't assaulting any immigration officer. He said, okay, why am I lying against? What have I done? What have I committed a crime? And instead of me trying to apologize or see how to amend with it, I am still refusing again. I thought it was a joke. The fact that I assaulted an immigration officer was getting worse. And the worst is because when I was in the office, I was just with this man alone, and our voices were not high. So I don't know how I was assaulted. Me, I'm not even tall, neither am I even fat, but this guy is taller than me and he's huge. If you are comparing, I understand that that is not strength, but at least when you are looking at it, physical appearance matters. If you look at it, you see that no, me, I'm not a fighter, but he looks more like a fighter. And he's a trained whatsoever officer, whatsoever they always call it. So I insisted that I have not assaulted anybody, and this lady said, since I am trying to commit a crime when I have not yet entered the country, there is no way for them to allow me entering the country when they are not sure of what I am going to do. That I've already started showing how I'll commit crimes when I've yet entered the country. That what more will happen when I've already entered the country. And this is how I got back into my own country without entering this country, simply because I could not give a bribe, of which I did nothing wrong. And secondly, how do they say, I was given a crime that I did not actually commit. They lied against my name. I just pray that one day, because I will still go back to that country. I don't know when, maybe this year, maybe next year, any day. But I just pray that anytime I am going in, I should see him, let him understand that what he did was not good. I'm not saying that I have anything against him. And when they also said this is it, I did not want to tell the police officer that he was asking for bribe, because I also feel like if I do this and then this man loses his job, what do I gain? Neither. But I didn't know that it was going to be at my detriment. So all the money I spent going into the country and coming back just at the border went in vain. And I could not be showing that video because the essence was to show how I left Cameroon to that country, but the entire video is still on the Cameroon part. So that is just it. But I'll still try my best to go though. But I just hope that I just want to let you understand, when you are entering or when you are traveling out of Cameroon to another African country, or when you are leaving your own country to another African country as an African, you should be careful. It is not actually easy for us out there. The sun, man, the sun is not easy. I'm trying to film, but then the sun has gone, so I can't see well. I don't know if the camera is clear or not. If it's not clear, please just manage it the way you could manage. I stepped up just to come and do this video, so I'm actually going back. I will still show you, if I decide, I can still show. Well, there is no essence of me showing you the journey, how I traveled, because it was not a success. But I'll still keep it. The next time I'm going, I might just keep that part. When I succeed to cross the country, I will then continue from there, or I'll still decide to delete and refresh everything. But whatever the case, I promise to come back with a real story, how it ended, how I was able to travel from Cameroon to the other country. But for the sake of protection, I don't want to give the name so that people can start having negative mindset about the country, which is not really going to be good, and I would not like to do that. I would not want to do that. I understand that to an extent he was also trying to survive, even though he didn't do it the right way. But well,